Testing, testing. Okay, we're gonna start really soon. Just give me a moment, okay? Let me just tune down the music and some other stuff. How's the volume? Able to hear me? Yes, testing. I'm just hoping it's okay. Okay. I need to do something. We hear you. Okay. Hi, Juju's. Hold on. My model isn't ready. Okay. Eh? Oh, my iPhone is charging. Awesome. Too many logistics as a VTuber, guys. Highly not recommended. Alright. Ah, after much messiness, I think we've got almost everything set up. Now, chat, today's going to be quite an interesting stream because I have some prizes for you, for those of you who are willing to take part in a quiz. So I'll be giving you the outline for that. We're going to play a little game just for funsies. Oh! Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the sub. Okay, hold on. I'm still moving some stuff around. Hey, yo, Jalen with the... Was that 5 months? Dang, let's go. Your voice... Don't turn down the music. Your voice is peerless. Yo. That's so smooth, dude. You should be a Casanova in your... You should have been a Casanova in your previous life, right? Okay, let's get the ad out. Oh, wait, never mind. The ad already played. So I guess we're good, right? Okay, it's okay. Ah! Hello! Hello, hello! Nice to see you. Good evening. I'm a bit late. How's your day, guys? I have been going to work the past couple of days. It has been not fun. I don't like it. I wish I could sing that song that says, I don't like it, I love it, love it, love it, but I really don't. But I'm doing my best. I came home. I came home and I just crashed for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I woke up about half an hour ago. I got home at 5 and I straight crashed all the way. It was so bad. My day has been okay, just working and reading as I do work. I see. That sounds like a comfortable day. I have 6-7 what? 7.6K.67. Oh my god. I go to Osaka Casa and go to the Pokemon Center. Oh yeah, your travels look really fun. I wish that I was traveling right now. Okay, so why is there 2 responses? Did someone submit something else? Hold. Oh, Blooming already attempted the quiz. Yo. Very nice. Now, don't worry. You guys are allowed to... I can't escape 6, 7. But you didn't get 6 or 7 points. So, you're good. You're good for now. Okie dokie. So, let me just grab my... Oh, right. How do I generate a QR code, chat? Oh my gosh. How... QR code make... Woo. Alright, hold on. My boomer ass needs to do this first so that we can all participate in the quiz. What's a good one that's also perpetual? Where do I take the quiz? Yeah, so the thing is, let me just generate the QR. Okay, and then they've collected 67 so far. Bunny biscuits. Oh, that's where... Oh my gosh. There's no escaping the 6-7, chat. Oh wait, I can do it with Canva? Huh? Since when? Hold. I can do that? It's free to use? I can do that? We can do that, chat? I did not know. Wait, where the heck is my presentation? Oh, here it is. Not me loading the Canva. How do I... Oh, QR code. They do have it. Okay, so if I put... That is not the QR code. Professional streamer, by the way. Oh my god, you know what? Let me just bring this to the other window. There is too much that is that I could mess up on. Oh, let me generate a QR code. Oh my gosh, that is so convenient. What the heck? Okay, I'ma just put this on the corner of every slide then. Copy, paste, paste. Alright guys, so if you if you caught it, then you can use it. Expose, whoa, imagine. Expose. Okay. I need to put the QR somewhere else for this slide. Hold. The only thing is that it's a very basic, not very decorative, kind of obvious QR code, which is not super nice, but you know, it's fine. Now, the problem is, how do I scan it while watching stream on mobile? Oh, I should probably put it in the chat too, right? Gosh, hold. Definitely not Scuff. Look, the last time I had like a forms type thing, it's been a hot minute, so you gotta be nice to me on this, okay? Now let me just put this on screen first. There we go. Just so people know we mean business, okay? We mean business. We're here to be very corporate about it. All right, so for this quiz, you are allowed to take it as many times as you want and reattempt it as many times as you want, but you're not allowed to change your answers once you submit. So once you submit, you can reattempt until you get the passing score of, what was it, 80%? Which also qualifies you for an exclusive Discord role just for today. I will be opening, not just for today, but just for this stream and then the week that follows it, okay? What's with this very, very Chinese time of my life music? Okay, I don't know. Never mind. Hold on. So, let me just write a caption real quick. Join, take the quiz and get more than 80% to get a HIME'S Harem Expert 2025 Discord role. Discord role. Top 3 participants will also get Valentine's merch this Feb. Yippee! There we go. So in case you are watching on mobile and you can't scan the QR code, you can also join with this link that I have just pinned because I clearly prepared before we started this. All right, we're ready, chat. So give a guess. Who is my most well-liked character from this year? Any guesses? Who is my main bae of 2025? Who is my main bae? Hime is so prepared. I am so prepared. I totally didn't mishmash this at 1 a.m. in the morning to increase engagement. Oh, let me just check if YouTube side is also running well. Okay, it looks like it is. Need to also... Can I pin a chat in YouTube? I think I can, right? Hold on. Yes, 我可以 pin message. All right. Very nice. I have pinned my message on YouTube as well. Yay! Yay, 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 yay. Okay, guys. Are we ready to start? Or should we just chat for a bit? Should we just chat for a bit? So I can go through the requirements for this quiz so that we are a bit more familiar. But if you click on the link / scan the QR, you're going to be taken to a beautiful page like that. Okay? And this is the start of the quiz. So there are some requirements I've already put down here, but we are going to just go through them. So in this quiz, you are to guess the characters that I am most attracted to in these games. Okay, you can keep retrying, but the thing is, this is the important part. If you watch the stream from 8 p.m. today, starting now, right? All answers should be revealed by 9. Hopefully. I'm trying to go through these this part of it by 9 p.m. So within the first hour of stream. And then the next half is going to be our goal setting and stuff that's a little less goonery. Yeah. So 450, don't worry. That is this. You guess who you've tied with for that score? Someone who supposedly knows me very well. To be fair, a lot of these questions are a bit more niche. I can show you the questions as well. Not Draco. 7 a.m. for me. Good morning, Zane. Good morning. How are you going to spend your day today? So multiple times are allowed, but you're not allowed to edit your answers. So once you submit once, they'll even show you the score. I've even prepared hints for you, and you can just keep retrying until you get the 80%. 80% requirement. So 80% is about 12 points out of... Wait, is it 12 points out of 15? Oh, wait, that doesn't... That also includes bonus questions then. Then you definitely have to do the bonus questions. Chat, do you think you can do 80%? I want to be the first 0 out of 15. I think that would be easier to get. So most of the questions are multiple choice, but there are some short answer questions. So for those, hints will be provided for you as well, okay? So by participating in this quiz, you agree that if you are one of the lucky winners who are very hardworking winners of today's Valentine's merch pack giveaway, which will be announced later in the year, then you have to also give me your mailing information, please, so that I can send it to you. Of course, if you want to forfeit by then and you want to pass on your prize to someone else, that's also possible. We can just talk about the arrangements whenever that is available. So all you have to do is fill up your Twitch or YouTube username, your email, Discord, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere where you are active that I can reach you on. That's easier for me to contact you. If you win anything, then please indicate it over here. So you can take a glance at some of the questions. I've tried my best to put in pictures and visual references so that even if you haven't seen me play this game or you don't know anything about this game, you can give a glance to the pictures and answer to the best of your ability. So there's some guessing involved as well. But if you are patient and you are following the stream, you should be able to get all the non-bonus questions right. And maybe some of the bonus questions too, with no issue. So 100% is definitely possible, but that's going to go to the very attentive hench bunnies who are watching through the stream today. Okay, so for those of you who are joining late, please feel free to join by scanning the QR code in the top left, or you can also follow the link in the pinned message, have it open in a different tab or whatever have you, floating window, so that you can answer the questions as we go through them, okay? So this is our recap of our NPC lovers of 2025 with the quiz with prizes too. Okay, so I'll be the talking head at the side. I left a little space for myself. So these are some of the games which we will be addressing, and I believe I put them in order as well. So we're starting from the more generic and typical ones. I mean, you guys know that I play this game all the time, right? Obviously, I love all the leads, so my top 5 lovers already go to the top 5 boys, who are also the top grossing boys in Otome game history. So here is the Love and Deep Space boys. It's no surprise that Love and Deep Space is my favorite Otome since I played all the time. But do you know who is my main and why? Any guesses in the chat? Now, I think I've mentioned this quite a couple of times, but because some of these characters have such a high impact, right? Like Silas cards, Raphael cards, super high impact a lot of the time. People are talking nonstop about it on social media. Even my clips are very centric around certain characters, which leads people to think that a lot of the time, my main is Silas or my main is Raphael. But easy, Xavier, but secretly you know it's Silas. That's because your main is Silas, bub. I know Silas is like the fan favorite. I actually don't know who's the most favorite. I think it might be Caleb. Ever since he's been released, he has been on all forms of media, not just in Love and Deep Space, you know? He has transcended the boundaries of the game, and now he's in Baldur's Gate, he's in The Sims, he's in all sorts of kind of places. Could you check the second quiz for me? I clicked to submit another response instead of checking the score. I should receive it. Hold on. You know what? Let me open it in a secret window so that nobody else can see. Hold on. HIME'S Harem quiz. There we go. Okay, yeah, I got your response already, I think. Hold on. Yeah, so J Lim, I'm seeing that you have. Oh, sorry. You have 2 responses so far. Wow, J Lim is like grinding the score. He's like, I'm gonna be the first no matter what. So, but another thing I failed to mention is that if in the event that the top 3 scores are tied, those that submitted earlier and achieve the score that they did will also be able to claim. Oh, you didn't check your score. Oh no! Oh no! Wow, you have to be careful with answering that. All right, don't worry. You have unlimited tries, so feel free to spam it as much as you want to try and get a perfect score before we even complete this deck, okay? But for those of you who mentioned Xavier, yes, Xavier is my main. He's my baby. He's a bunny. Quite easy to remember. I'm a bunny princess. He's a bunny prince, okay? So he is my man's. And Caleb is my second main. Anyone else who's a Love and Deep Space girly / boy in the chat, let me know who your main is. I would love to know. I think blooming yours is Zane's, right? Zane? Why did I say Zane's? Zane, right? Hi, Ruka. Welcome in. Or who is the most attractive? I know Bob likes Silas the most. And also, a little bonus thing. This is my favorite banner of last year, which is Tomorrow's Catch 22. But I think it was hands down. It's very, very hard to beat. This is honestly a really hard to beat banner. Guys, this was so insane. Every card was about 1.5 hours long, and the world building was so crazy. They really raised expectations with this one, and I'm hoping that in 2026 we will at least have one instance of an amazing banner like that where I will not regret saving up all my gems for it. Okay, unfortunately, I have made a promise to you guys that I am not quitting Love and Deep Space, but I am no longer spending just on pulls. So we are not going to be spending on extra pulls anymore. But I promise I'll still deliver content as much as I can for this game, which I love so much, and hopefully you love so much as well. Okay. Now here. Fields of Mischief. We're going to lightning round this one. So if you catch it, right? And if you don't, too bad, okay? I'm not going to go back to any of the slides. But in Fields of Mischief, I streamed this game quite a bit last year, but I was so upset when they finally had the update with Calderas, who is this beautiful dragon boy here. Not Silas, but... not Silas, but also a dragon. And I was so mad that I reached that point off stream. And I didn't share my reaction with you guys because I was screaming internally when this happened. But it's easily my favorite cozy game, which I go back to every single major update ever since its release in early access. I've been playing this consistently whenever there's a major update, maxing out my levels and then just not touching it until the next one comes out. It's been the only farming game that I've been on top of my game like that. I've never done that before. But for this I did. Oh gosh, sorry. Pressed the wrong button. I wanted to change my hair, sir, not show everybody, expose my green screen. Oh my god. Okay. So, unfortunately, Ulrich is not a romanceable character, though, and I will forever be yearning for this man that I cannot have. He has a younger brother, March, which a lot of people like too, who's a tsundere, but I've never really liked tsunderes all that much. Just a personal preference of mine. Calderas, though, he's so like puppy-eyed about the world because he's never experienced being a human before, and it's just super cute. All the interactions they have are so cute, and his favorite foods are from all different kinds of cuisine. So most of the characters in like Stardew Valley and Fields of Mischief, they have favorite foods that are similar to in type, or they have favorite gifts that are similar in type. Like Celine really likes flowers, so just spam flowers and you'll probably get a few that are her favorite gifts. But for Calderas, because he just wants to know the different tastes and wonders that humans have to offer. He's like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. I'm just giving him shiny objects to increase my affection with him. And it's all sorts of funny objects too. Like you can get him little statues, you can get him fried rice, you can get him pizza, and he's like, wow, I've never tasted anything like this. I love it. It's so fun trying to figure out the gifts that he likes. Ulrich just likes rocks and ores, so it's pretty easy to win him and March's affection. But he will always friend zone you because he's into another girl in the game called Mary. Ah, could have been me. All right, we also played our very first horror otome, Homicipher. Now, to be fair, I don't know any other horror otomes out there, but if you have any female-centric, female-targeted horror games that you want me to try, which has sort of attractive characters, I am so down to try it this year. They make things less scary, okay? Hot men make things less scary. HMMTLS. Yeah. He's the poster boy for this game too. Mr. Crawling is a fan favorite, so honestly, it's no surprise that I like him. The rest of the guys are just a little too scary for me. A lot of them were very cute too, but logistically, it's kind of hard to picture something that would work. Like Mr. Chop, for example, he's just a talking head, which is cute. He has a lot of cute interactions, but I just can't picture not having someone who you can like hug and cuddle. But I'm pretty sure that Mr. Crawling was meant to be the main love interest of this game. Anyway, he is really cute that way. And I can't wait to see if there will be more horror otomes coming out in the future, because it's such a niche genre or combination of genres. But I'm sure there are going to be eventually. Okay, I'm gonna cross my fingers and manifest it into the world that we're gonna get some hot men in horror games. More hot men in horror games to make me less scared of them. Mr. Crawling. Oh yes, I have the highlight video as well for this one. So let me just get this for you guys. Okay, we can do a little watchy watch of this. This is what we did for. This was the moment I fell in love with Mr. Crawling, chat.
Second time he did that. Blood.
Can you hear?
Okay. Should not open door.
Okay, so for those kind of confused about the premise of the game, you're trying to decipher this unknown language that all the creatures here speak. So you put in your own notes of what you think that the words mean.
Stay away.
14 out of 15. Damn, Jalen. You're so fast. What the heck? Let me know the feedback at the bottom too if there's anything more you would like to see from me in the coming year. Because you can't input that. Okay, I'm gonna hide. I gotta hide here.
You should go. Follow. You should. Okay. Part of head. What does that mean? I forgot. Is there something you want to tell me? Oh.
I mean, this moment was kind of iconic.
What's happening?
He protected us.
Oh, hide? Switch. Light switch. This is the alarm, right? Alarm that time. Trigger? Oh! Isn't that his body? Here.
Okay, so that was our first encounter with Mr. Crawling and how we fell in love with him. So he's like a protector type figure in Homicipher. So if you come across him, you don't have to worry, okay? You're safe with Mr. Crawling always. Super cute. I looked up so much Mr. Crawling fan art after playing that game. It's kind of embarrassing, honestly. Alright. We also had a very short 5-minute romance with Crabbian, the crab from Taste of the Sea. So Taste of the Sea is a indie demo that we have tried. Or is it the full game? Okay, I think the full game is available. It gives Hatoful boyfriend, but sea creatures instead. So you can date a lobster, you can date a crab, or you can date an octopus, okay? And we have yet to date any of them properly. But in our last feature for the Southeast Asian game Onward, this was one of the games we tried, and I would love to continue it at some point. But we had a very short romance with Krabian, who's a tsundere crab. Anybody? Crab, yum, yum. But if he doesn't behave, on the main character in that game threatens to cook him, because we bought him with the intention of cooking him initially, until he proved to be like, we realized he could talk and we became friends with him. So there's more to be discovered on that. Sun Sun for the win. Oh gosh. Okay, so next up, we also had Hime. It's supposed to be him, the smile and the bloom. I was trying to be like funny here. I put Hime, the smile and the bloom. But with this game, you actually have different experiences because each of the love interests has their own MC. So we played Wataru's route, and his main character that we are playing as, she is like a senior. She is a little older than him. And her name is Serene, I think. So we played a Serene with Wataru here, but I haven't tried the other routes. But he was such a cute boy. Honestly, I think you guys would enjoy him. I wouldn't mind going back to this game because it was very, very fun. They also talk about flowers quite a bit, so it's a little educational too. All right, so here are my Sanrio babies. Okay, not so much the affection. Not so much like having the hots for these characters. That feels wrong to me. But they are the characters that I think have the most appeal to me in Hello Kitty Island Adventure. So I have Sanrio's My Melody, who is my favorite Sanrio character, unsurprisingly. And then we have Pochako, who just reminds me of my husband. So he is like the character that I like the most in the game, aside from My Melody. I haven't maxed out much of his affection though, because this little dude is just running around the island all the damn time. He's always out on like a morning run, an afternoon run, a nighttime run, and it's very hard to catch him and increase your affection with him. Okay, so My Melody and Pochako. But shout out to my girl Agretsuko too. Agretsuko just she is like a stressed out office lady, and I feel her so much. She is on her own in the volcano island there. And I wish I could do more for her, but I didn't go to the volcano area that much, so we didn't get to increase our relationship with Retsuko so much. Love Agretsuko, she's so cute. And honestly, I think out of all of the Sanrio characters that we've ever encountered, Agretsuko is the only one that sort of is navigating modern romance and dating in her series, in her animated series. I love the Agretsuko show so much, and it's so relatable. So please go check it out if you haven't. It's gonna be worth your time. It's super cute. And if you've ever had like an unpleasant boss, annoying colleagues, and like super cool women in your life, you'll relate to Agretsuko. Okay, now you guys can make a guess. Now this isn't really a surprise. If you saw the list, there's only one Metroidvania on the list anyway, but which Metroidvania do you think I spent the most time on in 2025? A Metroidvania is a game which has slow-ish progression because there's a lot of back and forth. You have to explore the map and it reveals itself slowly. That's what I understand from it. There's a lot to discover in this genre. I played 2 Metroidvanias in 2025. One that is very well known and another that is a bit more indie. Both of which are on this list here. One features a bug, question mark, and the other features a bunny. You're a super cool woman in my life. Hime, ayo. Thank you, Kitashi. Happy to be a cool woman in your life. Alright, I'm sure you guys have heard of this one. It is Hollow Knight! Rusty Rabbit. Oh yes, Rusty Rabbit was super fun too, but I didn't play it as much as I did Hollow Knight because one of my event goals, I believe it was the one where we released our Easter model. That one of the goals was that I will complete Hollow Knight at least once. So we spent so many Saturdays grinding this game because obviously it's kind of hard. But you guys have heard of Hollow Knight, right? With Silk Song's release last year, it really popped off again. I haven't played Silk Song, but maybe I will attempt it this year. if you play Hollow Knight, who's your favorite Hollow Knight character? I have a favorite. Those who are doing the quiz, you guys might have already revealed the answer for yourselves. Do. But my favorite Hollow Knight character, as someone who's navigationally challenged and as someone who has difficulty finding her way around, is I wanted that sense of security of having the direction and way to go. So my favorite character in Hollow Knight, my comfort character, okay, is Conifer. So Conifer is a character that's kind of like a cartographer. He maps out the area for you, and you can buy a piece of the map whenever you encounter him. So whenever I heard Conifer humming or singing, I always felt like this deep sense of relief and joy, knowing that I was one, going the right way to progress, and two, not alone. Okay, so Conifer is my favorite character from Hollow Knight just because he gives me a sense of security. He's also a happily married man, which is lovely. So you know that he's a good husband, though he's out here working his butt off. Okay, but all of the characters in Hollow Knight are super cool, in my opinion. The Hollow Knight himself was a character that I would argue is the most attractive one, arguably. Tall, dark, handsome, right? And like super mysterious vibe, kind of wants to kill you. My girls, you understand me. Quirrell was a really cool character too. Whenever I encounter him, we would have these really memorable interactions, and then I'd just sit with him for a long time. And Hornet is really fun to come across too, but I felt like Hornet instilled a very primal fear in me because whenever she comes across us, she wants to fight. So whenever I have to fight her, I also end up having to fight her for a long time, since her battles can be quite challenging to people like myself who don't play Metroidvanias that much. But eventually, we do become kind of friendly with Hornet, which is nice. She's like a friend, frenemy type thing. But Conifer is my personal favorite. Hi, Osika, welcome in! So there were so many games, so many cozy games that we played in 2025, but there was one that stood out to me, and after I played it on stream, I couldn't stop playing it off stream, okay? And that game is a tiny bookshop. Tasty Oolong, welcome in. How are you? How's your Marvel Rivals, my dude? I visited your stream for a while, and then I went to sleep, and then I knocked out until my stream started, so I'm so sorry I didn't really watch True. But I hope you've been winning. Win all your first games of the year. Yeah. How's the smexy princess been, Ayo? I mean, I gotta have some level of attraction to have a harem this big, am I right? Welcome to HIME'S Harem Recap, by the way, for those of you who just came in. We are having a very special quiz and presentation type format today, so you can scan the QR code above or visit the pinned message to access the quiz that you can attempt as many times as you want. Anyone who gets 80% and above, which is 12 out of 15 of the marks, will also get an exclusive Discord role. So you guys can win that, and if you are one of the first few to get the highest scores at the end of this week, I don't know if I should give you guys this week or just today, but I'll decide later. Anyway, the earliest submissions will be considered the winners if there's an event of a tie. So go and attempt it if you'd like. If you missed the previous slides, just give it your best shot. I try my best to make it as accessible as possible and like as guessable as possible, even if you didn't tune into the stream, okay? But no worries as well if you want to really grind for that 100%, right? I'll also have the VOD up at the end of today so you can rewatch the parts that you need. Hi, the Dominator 15, welcome in. So one of the many cozy games that stood out was Tiny Bookshop, and I clocked in so many hours on this. My husband does not understand why I play this so much, because on paper it looks kind of boring when you interact with the characters. Just a lot of text appears, and then you're reading through the different book synopsis to find a book that suits them. But I found this game so comfy and so fun because of all the side missions and ways to optimize your selling of the books, that it was just super cool. So which NPC do you think was my favorite in Tiny Bookshop? 1415 again. Hey, good luck. I'm sure you can get that 1515 as long as you keep trying. There may be a tie for the Kuzma, but Hime will always be the #1 bunny princess to me. Aww. The repo question is throwing me off. Okay, that one's kind of a hard one. Okay, that one's kind of a hard one, but we're gonna get there soon. So, as for the NPC that I like the most in this game, it was Fern. And why? Fern is a character that I hold close to my heart because Fern had a very early appearance in the game, so that made an impression. They're one of the earliest people that you get to know, and you see them consistently no matter where you go. They also have a very earnest attitude towards making new friends, and they ask for your help at some point to make new friends too, which I thought was really cute. And they're always offering, their time and their space to be around you, and they also have a little charming social awkwardness to it. If you want to find out more about the rest of the characters who also have really cool side stories and side quests that you can investigate, please go and play Tiny Bookshop. It's a wonderful, wonderful game, especially if you're someone that doesn't mind a little reading, yeah? So Fern also has an interesting side quest which involves investigations. So at some point, you'll get to an area where something mysterious has happened, and you'll be tasked to find out what happens. So Fern's going to be your reporting person to report all your findings too, and you kind of crack the cases together. So you guys have this little like Sherlock and Watson's type relationship in some ways too. So to me, I thought it was really cute. Huh? Even with the lurk for dinner. Have a good lurk, Bradley Cat. Thank you for lurking. Okay, now Rusty Rabbit is not a game that I see streamed often, but honestly, I feel like it is highly underrated. So this is the second Metroidvania that I played in 2025. I don't play a lot of Metroidvanias, but I felt like this one is quite accessible because there isn't as many physics going on, although there is some like mech stuff, which I am not very familiar with. So Rusty Rabbit has a protagonist named Stamp, and he gets to know a bunch of younger bunnies who run a sort of rebellious vigilante group, okay? And they all help each other in trying to be more resourceful, and all the characters are super cute. The voice acting really stood out in this game too. There are some star-studded voice actors in this game, and it just kind of flew over everyone's heads. So I definitely want to revisit Rusty Rabbit. The only thing that is preventing me from doing that is because my VTuber lagged so hard when we were playing this game that I had to switch to PNG. So maybe with a little more optimization, I would revisit this in the future. But yeah, really good voice acting. Stamp's voice is really good too. Let me just show you the trailer, okay? Hold on. Do we have that? Rusty Rabbit. Rusty Rabbit voice lines. I don't know if they have that. Okay, I don't know if they have the speaking in this, but let's see. Ooh. I don't know if this is an English dub, but I know the Japanese version has a lot of well-known voice actors.
Bunny. Not a chance.
Look at that! He's so badass! Are you kidding?
I'm a rabbit.
That's his
Name's
voice!
Stamp.
It's such a badass game. Honestly, guys, go play Rusty Rabbit if you haven't. There's skill trees and everything.
I'd be thrilled just to have someone around who doesn't get the team name wrong.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Mr. Stamp.
I've got something new. Want to look?
I've got another request. Have a look at it, would you?
Did you want to ask me about something?
It's such a cool game.
I finally found it. The engine I thought I would never find.
Definitely your style, huh, Hime? I mean, I would hope that my bunny planet doesn't get to this point.
I'm hopping mad now.
Hi, Sassy! Welcome in! I showing the trailer for Rusty Rabbit, one of the games that I highly enjoyed in 2025.
I'll chop that thing up into seafood
And I'm
salad.
also like unashamedly attracted to Stamp the Rabbit. He's just so cool and fearless. And like, yeah, he's a little grumpy, but his voice really makes up for it.
Please, get out of here and leave me.
Smashing that rust piece into a million pieces.
A passion for the youth he does. Because all the bunnies in the other team are like much younger than him, so they're kind of like just accommodating his unk energy here. But I thought it was a really fun dynamic, and I really enjoyed this game. So highly recommend it if you haven't checked out Rusty Rabbit, haven't heard of it, haven't tried it. Highly recommend it, okay? And again, the protagonist's name is Stamp. All right, now hear me out. Hear me out. Now, there's something about the red repo dude, chat. All right, no other color seems to hit right for me. But whenever I see a red repo guy, I'm like, ayo. There's no particular reason for it. It's not a mob or anything. I really looked at the mobs and I was like, am I attracted to any of them? I was like, no. But I feel a strange assurance and happiness whenever I see the red repo guy in like publicity or whatever. It could just be like the Red Ranger effect. You know what I mean? If you answered red twice and still didn't get it right, what? That's so strange. Let me check real quick. Is my answer correct? Did I put the answer correct? Sure, answer text. Answer key. Oh my gosh, they didn't register my right answer, guys. Okay, well, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why they didn't register it when I input it. This is why you guys couldn't get it, guys. But now it should register. I'm so sorry about that. This was totally a plan to that I hatched so that you guys won't be answering and winning so quickly. I'm kidding. It was a genuine mistake. It's been fixed. If you input red, you should get it right. But I'll also go and look into your answers, your responses. And if you guys got it, if you guys were marked wrong for it, I'm going to adjust it, okay? So I will have to manually remark some of it. My elo has been thrown. Actually, if you answered red previously and you got it right, you don't have to re-answer. I'm gonna remark those that have already been submitted. So if you already got it right, but just make sure that you get the formatting right as well. Okay, so I'm not sure how sensitive the marking system is, but I have put in the format that you have to use. So for example, for the Rusty Rabbit question, it's one word capitalized first letter, but for the repo question, it's one color that's not capitalized at all. So please make sure that you have the correct format as well, because some of it might be just a little bit sensitive, okay? My elo's been thrown. Hi, Fulamini, welcome in. How's your day, Hime? I had a very tiring work day. I can relax. Yeah, feel free to relax if you already answered, but if you are not confident that you answered it right, I still went to redid it, but still rough. I got full marks on the second try technically, but did it again since red didn't work for me. I'm so sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize that it wasn't registering. I should have gotten Chewy to test and make sure all of the right answers were working too. But I'm glad that the rest of it was working though. It's so interesting to see your early attempts and just like from the vibes y'all get, see whether see what answers you have put in there. Yeah. Okay, chat. So, red repo guy gives me a very special, what do you call, reassurance. Okay. Just get some rest later on. I'm doing all right. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yes. So I did say NPCs though, but I guess if someone else is red, or if you're looking at publicity material that's red, that's not a playable character. So that's fine, right? honestly only guessed for the ones I didn't knew. Some I 100% knew. That's crazy. Okay, so before we go into the coming 2026 stuff, we can chat a little bit. I'll also give you guys some time to do the quiz if you are still doing it. Red Repo, yeah, I should have put that on my Hear Me Out cake, right? But our Hear Me Out cake last year was already so filled up. It was kind of crazy. Go Repo Ranger, basically. I think I've been conditioned to like the color red because it alludes to some sort of responsibility or something like that. Okay. Now the acknowledgements and goals for the coming 2026 is pretty short, so afterwards we'll just be chilling if you guys don't mind. We could I will also be showing you the what you call Let's Music has no rhyming. This is so good. I know, right? I was watching the VOD. What? Which VOD? You were watching the VOD while watching the live while doing the quiz? Man, you're like a multitasking master, dude. I can't do that. Not anymore. Okay, so I'll be talking about my goals in a bit, but meanwhile, how has your first 5 days of the year been, guys? I hope that you've been doing well. I honestly have been quite happy with my new workplace so far, but I will say that processes in this new workplace are a lot more haphazard than they used to be in my old workplace. So back when I was in my previous establishment, there was a sort of like timeline that everyone had to follow for giving updates and making sure everybody knows what's going on. But at my new place, they don't do that, you know? Like sometimes they just update you on WhatsApp and they don't even send out a formal email. And that makes me feel so like, oh no, I can't find all the information I need in the email. Or in email, sometimes people will tell me that, oh, they sent out some notifications already, but I can't even find it. So it makes working a little hard for me because I'm then sourcing where to go to find the information that I need. And the data that they have in their folders are also just all over the place. It feels like, maybe it's because I'm not used to it, but it really does feel a lot more disorganized because a lot of the things at the start of the year that we need, like information that we need for my job, should be in by the second or third day after New Year's Day. But when I went in the folders to look for the information that I needed to know, like my clients and whatever other things that I was supposed to check, they were just not there. So administratively, I'm struggling. I'm struggling with my new workplace a little bit. I thought that Simon the Chipmunk. What? Simon? Oh, the Hear Me Out cake. That's crazy. You were watching that VOD? Okay, to be fair, that was our most well-performing stream last year, so that was pretty hype. I didn't expect it to do so well. Thank you, Panoji, for sending some hearts in YouTube also. It's your birthday tomorrow, Blooming! No way! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Blooming. Happy birthday to you. Are your friends throwing you a Zane party? I've seen that so much in last year. Ever since Love and Deep Space released, of course, there have been some really passionate girlies that have been organizing events and everything since the beginning, right? But as it's been increasing in popularity and I see more people entering the game space and experiencing the characters for themselves, I'm seeing like people being welcomed back from overseas and their friends are dressed in the different leads outfits. We have people celebrating birthdays and graduations with their standees or with their plushies and just having like a full their favorite character birthday. It's so crazy. I want to do that one of these days. I have a custom cake with some Zane embellishments. Wow, please send photos. I can't wait to see. My friend is giving me a Zane cardboard cutout. Much excited. I'm so excited for you. That sounds super fun. I remember that on my birthday last year, was Caleb's release. That was my happiest birthday, okay? My husband didn't have to do much to make me happy that day because Caleb was released on my birthday. It could not get better than that. All I did was take the day to download the update and then play roll for all the Caleb cards on stream, play some of the Caleb cards on stream. That's how I spent it. I already submitted my answers to your quiz. Good luck, good luck. Hime cosplay or something on this year's birthday. Oh yes, we are having a cosplay this year. I haven't decided on what to cosplay though, but I do have an Uta cosplay that I haven't even worn before, or I've worn once just to try it, but I haven't worn for stream or anything. So I was thinking maybe I will do an Uta cosplay. Just the body cam though. Kayla really decided to come back on your birthday. I know, so I will never forget. Okay, Coco coming back on my birthday was like the best thing that happened to me last year. Just nice. Hime's birthday stream is on a Thursday. Exactly, it's gonna be on my actual birthday. Yeah. So I'm not sure whether. Okay, you know what? This seems like a good time to go back to the goals here. But some of you, I don't know if any of you were disappointed when I announced that. When I announced that I won't be streaming as much this year, because I've been consistently streaming 3 to 4 days every week, almost every week in 2025. But this year I am hoping to be a bit more efficient with the way that I do things. Okay, so in the coming 2026, which is now, my schedule is going to be on Mondays and Thursdays. So no less streams, but I hear you, but please hear me out too. So I have been really struggling with that schedule, if I'm being honest. 3 to 4 days a week has been quite difficult for me to upkeep with my full-time job. And honestly, the past year I hadn't really had as much time for myself to create content outside of streaming. A lot of the reels that you see me do, I did on my off days, or I also asked other people to do it for me. So I did a lot of things last minute because I felt like I spent a lot of time being live, but not enough time planning things, right? So this year I want to focus on making more diverse forms of content. So this was a start, like having the quiz and more interactive features to keep you guys watching and enjoying my content, so that it's not just you're tuning in and I'm just yapping or singing or playing games all the time, but there will be some opportunities for you to be involved and for us to do more with our streams. Yeah. So this year I want to focus on making diverse forms of content and to bring quality over quantity for live streams too. So I'm gonna make sure that I show up at my streams at 100%. And if I'm not feeling 100%, or I feel like I'm not able to give my 100%, then we might postpone a stream, or we might have to do something about that. I'll adjust my energy as we go along. But because I felt like there were a bit too many instances in 2025 where before I started stream, I just felt like breaking down. Like I did not want to stream that day. Okay, I would just like cry, or I would have to take deep breathing to make sure that I was in the right headspace to stream, even though I clearly wasn't. But I'll still do it anyway. I still show up, which is important for a lot of content creation because it's a constant challenge of being consistent, right? But I think it got to a point where I felt like I was streaming for the sake of streaming and not really having a goal in mind, made it very difficult to continue that way. Jonah says, it's hard to create content as a full-time creator when you have a full-time job. Don't stress it, Hime. Exactly. So we are definitely going to be reducing the number of streams, but I want to make sure that I bring more quality to it. So we might organize more events, or we might do some stuff like a bit like today, where we have the quiz show. By the way, if you want to attempt it and guess who I have in my harem for 2025, right? Go and take the quiz that's in my pinned message. It's just for fun. If you reach the 80% of 12 marks out of 15, then you'll also get a very special Discord rel. You get a shout out for Jonah OG as well. Hoshiko is looking forward to more of your community event. She's very happy that day. Aw, that's so sweet. So the thing is, I obviously am a bit more averse to community events because I don't typically show my face. But I think honestly, right, in Singapore, it's kind of hard to avoid anyway. And I love meeting people. That's one of my favorite parts about being in the Twitch community. My favorite days in last year were the ones where I got out of my house and decided to meet people from the community anyway. So I've decided that I'm going to try to do a bit more community stuff. I can't assure that there's going to be a lot of it because of time constraints to plan for me, but I will try my best. And since you guys there was such a positive reception to our community meetup from last year, then I will try to organize a few more things or a few more appearances this year just to hang out with you, okay? Maybe we will have some that are more centric towards like event stuff, but that's still in the works, still in the planning, yeah. Hime is the best. Aw, so sweet. So yeah, please mark your Mondays and Thursdays for fun times with the Henge Bunnies. Will be here this Monday and Thursday. We'll also be streaming. I'm also gonna try to be consistent at least on these 2 days. But every other day I've allocated to like family time. I've allocated to editing, really giving myself some time to I will miss being more present with you guys too, like Wednesday, Saturday. I used to stream Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, right? But I think I really need those 2 days, especially right now in my new full-time job, or rather new environment, same job scope. But at my new place to really adjust, because my current workplace is definitely a little more disorganized and a bit more demanding than my old one. So it's either my time that I used to use for streaming will be used for planning future content, or it will be used to fulfill my commitments at work or with my family. So thank you so much for being patient with me, for accommodating me also in your lives, even though I'm not as present as I used to. But I will try to make sure that every time you come in, right, you have something to look forward to, okay? So please stay tuned and subscribe to my subscribe to my socials. Go and follow me there for the announcement for whatever we're doing in the coming weeks, okay? I'm gonna try to make it interesting. My birthday's coming up in late Jan, so that's gonna be an interesting that's gonna be something. I haven't decided what to do for my birthday. Any suggestions, please let me know. Then we have oh wait, I have a schedule for that, right? Okay, so I'll also be aiming to upload more short form videos. So stuff like my clips and things. Okay, you know what? Let me give you a glimpse into my world right now, okay? Let me give you a glimpse into my world as a content creator right now. So this is something that I have been trying to keep track of for the... Oh, you know what? I need to unhighlight this because my editor for this is facing some stuff that she can't... Okay, so... This is a glimpse into my world as a content creator, okay? Just so that you guys know what we're dealing with here. So this is my master list of clips that I have captured over the years, or rather, mostly over last year. A lot of it has not been edited because I did not have the time. I gave a lot of my clips in chunks to people to edit here. And whenever it's completed, I moved it to like this other one. And reconsidered ones are things that after watching, I decided it's not that funny, not really worth trying to edit. So these are all the clips that have been edited by my amazing editors, Nathan, Gusty, Yvonne. But as they get more busy as well, I've decided to take up some of the stuff on my own too. So I don't think I'll be able to catch up on this backlog. It's 60 pages of clips and just the links, no pictures, just links, right? Because after every major event or the end of every week, I would try to put the clip links in here so that it's easy for my editors and for me to access. But starting this year, I'm going to try and edit them in a more timely manner and actually punish them. maybe it's time to dump them all in a compilation YouTube video. The thing is, I still have to edit it, right? I still have to download them out and edit it. So I decided that, okay, there's a lot of events for Love and Deep Space that I had so many cool clips for and it never got out there. And I'm so sad about that. Okay, we have the Bush and Banter of Adria one as well. We had some really out-of-pocket things here, guys. Can you see the titles of these are crazy. Yeet the cat, I'm on her bush. I'm in the bush. I'm in Adria's bush. Look at your behavior. Boa Hancock. Bladder of a buffalo. Clothes. Ugh. It makes you wonder what really are these things that we should have gotten done, right? So to avoid having a 60-page backlog of clips this year, I'm going to try and be a bit more systematic with the way that I publish them and more frequent with it as well. You Boa Hancock. That's a crazy way to spell Boa Hancock, Troy. What the heck? That's crazy. Aegis Bush was great. Been there too. Yeah, I love that so much. I'm so glad that she ended up inviting us for that, even though I never appeared in that series because I'm a married woman. But it was really fun to watch as well. She is a powerhouse of a content creator and I honestly admire her so much. I hope that I'll get to do more things with her, hopefully. But we shall see, okay? We'll see what the future holds for us. Alright, so I'll try to put out short form videos on my non-stream days so that although you cannot see me, you can see me, you know what I mean? You will just, oh, I miss Hime, then you go to my Instagram, then like, oh, she has a new reel, yay! And then you watch like the 30 seconds that I put out and you're like, okay, satisfied. So although you don't see me, you see me, okay? I try. And Saturday is going to be my editing or project progression day. So instead of streaming, I will be doing that and trying to plan for like, okay, the Monday, Thursday streams, what are we putting out there, editing them all at once to make sure that we have a more consistent stream of content and hopefully a more consistent stream of new hench bunnies that we can recruit as well. Okay, and we also had our dev interview series. So my site is still under migration, but it should be completed by the end of this week, hopefully. They're going through the final round of revisions that I asked for. So once that's done, I can start to publish articles again. You can also let me know if there's any kind of content you want me to put out regarding articles or stuff like that. I think a popular thing that we did last year was the dating advice stream. I really enjoyed that as well. It was kind of close to Valentine's Day, I believe, where we just took in some marshmallow queries and answered them on stream. It was quite a fun time, and compiling the answers for that was also really fun. So hopefully we can do something like that in the future. I haven't really decided the exact direction that I'm going in, but we will get there, okay? So engaging events, I'm still in the midst of planning these, but for January, I'm thinking something to do with my birthday, something to do with Chinese New Year goodies that are going to be available late in the month. February, we might have a sort of matchmaking dating show or talk show or a dating advice stream. I haven't decided, but something along the lines of dating. So how many of you are like happy singles here, but you would be happier if you were attached? How many of you are looking to, one of your resolutions is to start putting yourself out there and dating? Anybody. Because I don't know the profile. I don't know the exact profile, okay, of all of the people in chat. But I do know that a few of my closer community members are looking to get a partner. Yep, so I'm thinking we can try to figure something out. Okay, maybe we'll have a Hime's Bachelors kind of event. We are a majority male community, strangely enough. I want to have more females in my community, but a lot of my female friends are also streamers themselves, so they are very busy also. If married can, plus one more, prefer guy. You can join for the lols, probably. Or Oolong, if this is something that you are interested in, we can collaborate in doing something fun, huh? It can be just for fun, it can be semi-serious, I don't know, but at the essence, I want to open up opportunities for people to meet each other, okay? So that would be quite fun. All right, I'll text you after this. I was inquiring some companies on chocolate making, but it is a little bit expensive, and I'm not so sure what kind of budget suits you guys. So I'm gonna be putting out a form probably at the end of today or at the end of tomorrow. Hopefully either today or tomorrow. But I'll also be putting out a form to see what you guys might be interested in that I can try and help with, or that I can try to accommodate. Because at the end of the day, although these events are also for me because I love seeing you, but these events are also for you, and I want to make sure that whatever we plan is going to be something that you guys are interested in. Now in March, I'm going to be taking a little break, so at least 1 or 1.5 weeks I will not be in Singapore, because I'll be in New Zealand for my best friend's wedding. I will try to keep you guys updated on that. But I should still be in Singapore on 3rd of March, which is Miku Day. So we will probably have a Miku year review coming March. If anyone wants to join me and like present or be a part of this event, right, you let me know, okay? If you are also a fan of Hatsune Miku, she is also your queen, and you want to have a little input in the kind of figures, the kind of merchandise that has come out, that has been announced for this year, right? Then that's going to be something that we're going to do. Yeah. In April, I'm thinking of having some sort of series to improve our art together. Hopefully it's a bit more hands-on. I have not decided what that's going to be. May, I wasn't sure what else there is, so I have not put it there. Nisina and Miku, yeah, I haven't had the time to go down to the event, but I'll definitely make some time to go down. Ironically, although I love Miku, right, and I tell myself, yeah, she's my stan, all that, I spent so much money on her already. But I told myself this year I'm gonna reduce my spending and try to declutter instead. So my focus is on getting rid of stuff. So for all you know, guys, during this Miku review, right, I might just give away a bunch of my figures. I might just do a Miku auction, for all you know, or have a Miku market. A Miku market sounds pretty fun. Do you think we can put together something? Miku market. That's something I had in mind in the past, but I never really did. Would y'all want a Miku market event? Oh my gosh, I'm really stretching myself. Miku market, yeah. Where we just play Vocaloid songs and all the booths or whatever we have are Miku-centric or Vocaloid-centric. That's gonna be so fun. Right, I don't know whether we'll be able to pull it off, okay? But suddenly that's in my sights. All right, June will probably have a community event. We might have one of our friends from Sri Lanka coming down to join us. He's a keyboard enthusiast. So I've been wondering whether anyone else wants to build keyboards, because that man bought me a bunch of keycaps and I have nowhere to put them, okay? So we might do something keyboard related if... Oh, May! Oh yes, Dojima is in May, you're right. That's good. Then maybe we'll do Dojima as well. I'm not so sure. But I don't really make merch as much anymore, so it's a bit of a toss-up whether I will do it or not. I have friends who are interested in boothing with me or have invited me to booth with them, but I have told them that I have not decided whether I'm going to be focusing on merch this year, because I already have so many other things going on. I don't know if I can commit to that, yeah. July is going to be Art Fight. Subsequently, I have not planned yet, okay? Full disclosure, Hime has not planned for the rest of the year, but I think a halfway point is pretty good, okay? And then we see what we can do here. All right, so these are some things that we have in mind, but of course, more details are going to be out later on. Art Fight is a yearly art event where you draw other people's characters as a way to attack them, and then they can defend by drawing your character back. It's kind of like an art trading event. It's quite a big thing as well. So last year I started to attack people more often. I had all my OC profiles up, and it was so much fun that I decided that this year I will probably be participating again also, but may not be on stream. So I might not be like doing art every single stream, but I'll be drawing a lot more off stream, because that was really when I had the most enjoyment in doing my art last year. So hopefully this year we can do that too. Okay, so for the older community hench bunnies, this is us, okay? You the old man or the old woman, insert yourself wherever you want. Thanks for being a part of my 2025, and some of you a part of like since 2020. Thank you guys so much. And it's honestly such a high honor to be someone's chosen streamer. Like, I feel that there are a handful of people that I personally watch too, mostly my friends, but there are some people that I just tune into because I think they're really entertaining and really comfy or really talented when it comes to art. Then I'll just have them in the background. Victor is one of them. Jonah, here and there, I'll tune in. But because Jonah, your streams always clash with my own personal commitments, so I cannot tune in. But as and when I tune in, it's always a lot of fun. So I do have some streamers that I watch on my own also. But I know that as any one individual is like for any one individual, right? There's only a handful of streamers that you can really like genuinely support and accommodate. Have you heard of that theory of like you can only accommodate how many close people in your life? How many real close friends on average? Let me just search that real quick. I remember hearing something like that before. Okay, so on average, most adults have 3 to 5 close friends. Okay, with some having 3 to 6, but there's really not a lot of like people in our lives that we can consider close to us, and maybe 10 for like a wider range of friends you would consider closer to. So I don't know, my dad's a pastor and he's very concerned when it comes to like social circles and things like that ever since I was a young woman lah, because of obviously he doesn't want me to have a bad influence, right? And as his only daughter, 我是宝贝女儿. So my dad has always been very concerned about the people that I keep in my life, and I think it's warranted in many ways, especially when you're younger. But when you're older, like an adult, then it's like whatever lah. Because just because you have friends of a certain type doesn't mean you'll turn out to be a certain kind of person also. Hold on. Am I ungraded? Hoi? Question mark. I consider a lot of people close friends, but I don't think they reciprocate. Oh no. Is that something that you would like to pursue more of? When you're older, please have more people in your life. Yeah, exactly. No, because it's true that school is although the institutional structure of school may not be the most ideal for children in terms of growth and development in Singapore. I can only speak for Singapore because we are very academic driven and results focused, where the social aspect is sometimes neglected. But because of the environment and the rigorous hours that children are spending together, like a large part of their day is with their classmates, then it's so-called easier to make friends because you clock in more EXP. Okay, think about it this way. The more time that you spend with a person, the more EXP, the more affection points you're gaining with them, okay? Provided you guys are having positive interactions and not like, attacking each other lah. So as you get older, the kind of time that you spend with people meaningfully and genuinely is greatly reduced. Like once you start working, for me at least, I would say that I don't even have close friends in my workplace most of the time. I have maybe one, but because I knew him from outside of work, and then now he happens to be in the same workplace as me. But close friends at work is not something that I've ever developed well. Yes, you spend a lot of time at work, but are you, having fun together? Are y'all playing? Are y'all having quality time? No, you're just working together, right? So as you get older, it does get a lot harder to forge those friendships and solidify those friendships. So it is very difficult to make friends as an adult, I feel, because although I feel like I've successfully made friends with a lot of people in our community, like I would consider a few of you rather close friends, but it is not as easy as just attending school and going for recess together and then becoming friends, you know what I mean? So forging close friendships and close relationships are it's a lot of work, in my opinion. I'm glad we became pleasant acquaintances. Yeah, Jonah, I would love to spend more time with you, but you're also very busy lah, huh? I'm not the closest, to be honest. Yeah, no, at work I understand. My goal when I go to work is not to make friends anyway. Making friends is like a pleasant additional outcome, if any. But if I don't have any friends at work, right, I will still survive, okay? I would argue that it was harder to work with my friends than it is to work with my colleagues. Not because they are they have different working styles, although they do. But because when you're friends, you have certain expectations for the amount of accommodation the other person will have of you, right? So when I was in university, I was studying with people who have been my friends for about 7 years by then. We really took the full course together, went to the same diploma course, went to the same degree course, and we spent a lot of time together. So a few of those friends did end up becoming my close friends, who I still am in contact with now, who I'm going to their weddings for this year. But a number of them, because of the rigor and environment that we were in, and because you consider each other like friendly and should accommodate, right? It's very hard to work because like business and personal will mix, you know what I mean? Whereas at work, it's a lot easier to separate business and friendships because most of my colleagues are colleagues who I will not hang out with outside of work. Yeah. I do still have, I think, one or two that I would potentially aim to befriend or at least increase affection points with. But that's not my main goal at the end of the day. Work to me is just work. It's something to tide me over, to survive. First of all, is to survive. Second of all, is to fund the things that I like to do, like streaming. If I wasn't working a full-time job, I would not have the luxury of streaming and not having to worry about finances as much. Like I still worry about finances a lot because that's a part of life, right? And money is never enough in Singapore, all right? But also because, okay, guys, I don't know if I've told you this. Have I told you this? I feel like I've told the Vito girls, I've told some of my closer streaming friends, but I haven't told you guys this. This year, if possible, I would like to start a family. So Chewy and I have decided that this year we're not going to like actively try to conceive, right? But if it happens, it happens. Like I'm gonna stop my birth control. We are going to just go with the flow, and I'd be really happy if we could start a family this year, or freaking Preggy is pregnant. Guys, why are you spamming all the different spellings of pregnant? Hello? There's one proper spelling. Excuse me. Anyone in chat actually knows how to spell pregnant? So this is something that is more of like a personal thing. I wouldn't call it a goal. I would more so call it like something I would happily accommodate if it happens, you know? So I'm not like, die, I need to get pregnant this year, and die, I need to pop out a baby, okay? No need. No need at all. But if it happens, I would be very happy to accommodate it. Yeah, so we may or may not start a family this year. We're not actively trying, but if it happens, it happens, and I'd be really happy if it does, lor. Yeah, if it happens if it happens this year for us. Are you sure about this, Hime? After thinking it through, and I've been thinking about this ever since we got married, okay? Like, I've always wanted to have my own family. If we are talking about, like, yeah, talk about your time, talk about your money, of course. There's so many things to consider, right? But I know that if time and money were not a factor, in essence, I love kids and I would love to be a part of nurturing my own child. You get a new viewer if you get a child. Way to grow the stream organically. That's crazy. Live birth stream. Oh my god. I mean, I know that's the meta now, but I think by the time, like, I minimum needs 9 months to bake a baby, right? Even if that 9 months pass, I don't know whether live birth is going to be the in thing anymore. Did you guys hear about the lady last year who gave birth on stream and had like was like the trending stream on twitch.tv? It was so insane. I'm not looking to emulate that, okay, but if it happens, it happens lah. But I think Singapore Hospital will not allow me to live stream in the... Would they? I should probably ask them beforehand, right? Chat, imagine making... Excuse me, Jonah, what? What did you just say? Making babies? You mean customizing character, right? You mean customizing character, right? That's insane. Do the private? Yeah, I would assume. Okay, but what if they're VTubers? What if I'm a VTuber? Or what if I opt for a home birth and then it's just my VTuber? Okay, guys, my next debut is gonna be me. Legs spread open, baby popping out. Okay, and then hello, it's my next model. That's crazy. What? I mean, idea, right? That's gonna be a memorable debut for sure. How can you forget literally birthing out the next generation of your VTuber model? That would be insane. I could probably ask my friends to help me with that animation. I already have my coochie out anyway. Okay, not coochie, but my bloomers are there. We could do something with that probably. Min probably predicted that at some point I would want to start my own family. Then she also put my panties out here. Look, don't ask me why my bloomers are out, okay? I don't know. This was a design decision on my VTuber mama's part, and I just agreed to it, alright? It's still safe for work. It's quite cute, honestly. Ma'am, cover up. No, I am covered up. What are you talking about? My pants are on, sir. / ma'am. They are on. There is nothing indecent about a little bloomer flash, okay? Not if they're meant to function as shorts. Spread them open is crazy. Oh my god. Nar. Y'all nasty. Flashbang. Flashbang is insane, eh? Yeah, maybe we could. I don't think it would be that difficult. I'll just like need the legs, right? I need the legs. Maybe the sensor bar. And then we can do a flashbang effect, like blinding, boom, and then all of a sudden my VTuber changes to 3.0. Idea for 2026, guys. We're gonna debut with a bang. If I can even debut this year, or like re-debut this year. So for those of you who know, I was a part of a VTuber group called Vidobutsu, or short for V-Zoo. Vidobutsu, which means V-Zoo, like animal zoo. Because it was me, Minimal Art, and Catatir, and we are all based on animals. But due to unforeseen circumstances and just like life in general, right, our rigger was unable to rig our models. It was supposed to be done in May by Lojima, and then it was delayed to June, and then delayed to July, and then, you know, it's not done yet, so obviously it's still being delayed. So that's going to take... I don't know when it's gonna be done, and that's gonna take forever, I think. So, yeah, we might have a debut for another model this year. We may or may not. Okay, cause yeah, Hime 3.0. So let me show you. Actually, I have the concept art. We had it ready. Okay, we even announced that we were going to re-debut, but then end up because of delays, we were unable to do it. So the concept art for my 3.0 looks like this. Okay, no more bloomers in the front. It's a proper skirt now. Okay, no more underwear. All right, this design is pretty iconic, but she's also very pretty. So I'm looking forward to her if she does, you know, if I'm able to birth her. Okay, 2 ways that we're expanding our family. First, physically, if I get pregnant, I'll have a literal baby. And then second, if my model is done, we're gonna have a 3.0. Yay! I come to stream to support you. Thank you, Ali. The rabbit, like, funny. Wait, which one? This one? That's you, hello. These are you guys, guys. This blur-looking bunny is y'all, huh? Your bloomers are getting shorter. No, it's been the same length. What are you? It's about 5 centimeters past my pussy. It's the same length. Huh? It doesn't change. Are you kidding? It no change. Oh, you mean like in 3.0? 3.0, no what? In fact, I think 3.0 is a bit longer. We are becoming modest mothers, okay? We are becoming modest mothers, women, whatever. But this will be 3.0. If we can get her done, that would be great. The bunny is looking up at the right angle. Oh my god. You guys! That's so out of pocket. Oh my god. I didn't even think about that. Now you have me thinking about it. Now I have to change the layout for this. No. Ah! Kita, how can you? Okay, I gotta redesign this layout now. I gotta have you like You put the bunny like up here. You look to heaven, okay? You better pray for forgiveness right now, you sinners. Sinners! Alright, so this is 3.0. I was talking a little bit with my husband, okay, about how we should go about next year. And we did have this competition last year that I've so far implemented one design, but we haven't used the others that won. So hold on. Because I feel like, okay, this is Chewy's what do you call? How do I? Existing designs, consolidated designs. What's the winning designs? Up here, right? Here. I feel the Hime quiz. Oh, it's okay. My husband got a 4 out of 15. He didn't even like get 1/3, guys. Okay, so tell me if this is true or not. Am I demure or not? Do you think that I exude the energy and I can continue to exude the energy of a princess? Or do you feel that I need to change it? Because when I was talking about my branding direction and content direction with my husband, right? He basically said that y'all only know me because I'm a gooner. That aside. But princess can be gooner also, why cannot? Anyway, so that aside, he was saying that it might benefit me to go for something that's a little more, how to say it, like less princessy, less pink sort of design. But of course he has his personal preferences also, but I wanted to know what you guys think about it. Have thou ate thy scrumptious meal for the after hours? Don't say it like that. What? Must speak like royalty. Yeah, so the thing is, I feel like after I watch my VODs and things, I really don't play into the royalty factor much. It's really just an aesthetic which I like, okay? And because my name is Hime Toke, but I have considered a slight rebrand in terms of design and graphics to make it a little more, how to say it, like more accessible looking. Grab some preem grub trim. Toki as in time. Toki as in bunny. So he was taking a look at the submissions we had last year, and he said that this one is really nice. And if I'm gonna do more talking shows, more singing, and all, this idol outfit really suits. So I might want to. I haven't really decided whether I want to invest in another model or not, but it's cute lah. It's a very cute design. Okay, this was the first place winner that I have not implemented or asked any artist to do yet, because I want to make sure that the artist that we get also is able to replicate the style and replicate the artwork in a way that looks good lah. The most imaginative one I can think of currently is a VTuber made of carbonated fizzy drinks. What? Hell, the anime I can imagine with bubbles. Oh, constant bubbles. That's crazy. You look like a Barbie special. I mean, that's kind of the direction we went with my model here, is that I'm kind of a Barbie doll princess. Not really like, princess, because I cannot pull it off lah. Okay, I tried. Initially, when Min designed me as a princess, she was like, you should be like the Ohime-sama kind of personality. And I said, okay, I try to record myself, everything. Cannot, I really did try, but it just doesn't come to me naturally. I guess I could sort of try and train it, but I don't think that it suits me that much. I am a bit more of a bimbo. So, yeah, not so much the Ojo-sama. But who says that a bimbo cannot be a princess and vice versa, right? So, expand your broaden your horizons whatsoever, and intersectionality, as you know, okay? So here, we might do this model. We've already done this one, which is the gaming one. This one was a very simple model that I got one of my previous mamas to do. The Brady design is so nice. IRL accurate. Which one? Wait, that's not the one. This is my comfy gaming design. Where is my other? Where is it? Hold. Oh, shucks, what did I press? Sorry, this is a VTube Studio like preset. The Bratty, this one, the Gyaru type one. So this one we did, the style is definitely different from what was presented here, but I thought that it was a cute design. I like this one. She's adorable. She just looks like I look like a little rat. I love it. The most right one is meant for Ring Fit adventure streams. When's the last time I streamed Ring Fit? Oh, hey guys, fun fact, right? Fun fact, one of my very last streams as a facecam streamer was a Ring Fit stream. You won't find the VOD anywhere anymore because it's already been archived, but yeah, I had an exercise stream as one of my very last webcam streams. Okay, low-key embarrassing. Okay, I want to watch the VOD. No. I was in a sports bra. Different kind of content. No, but I was genuinely playing Ring Fit. Okay, Ring Fit is hard. It's so difficult. And half the time you can't even see me because I'm like lying down on the floor doing crunches or some shit. So I'm like I am not even on screen that Ring Fit stream. VTuber Ring Fit adventure stream, that would probably need like a 3D tracking device though. I knocked out and took a 2.5 hour nap. Okay, I slept at 5, I woke up at 7:30, you know. Then I quickly heat up my food, eat for half an hour, then I start stream ready. Bruh, I knocked out. I didn't even realize I was sleeping. The thing is, I was like okay. If you guys are following me on Twitter, I posted this, okay? I posted this afternoon. I filmed it like right before I hit the sack, okay? I was like, I'm gonna get people excited because Twitter hasn't really been showing my shit to people. So I filmed myself with the list of games of like characters that I'm attracted to kind of like intrigue people lah, because some of it is very it's unconventional, right? Then I thought like, maybe I'll post this on socials and people will come in to see which NPCs I'm attracted to or whatever. So I posted this, and midway through posting it, I fell asleep. I was like lying down posting on my socials, right? So you realize that I posted this 4 hours ago, which was maybe around 2 hours or more before I started stream. So this was like when I got home. Around 5 p.m. at that. Okay, yeah, around 5 p.m. right? Yeah, 4 hours ago was 5 p.m. I posted this. Then you see what time I posted it on. Where did I post it last? I literally woke up, realized that I forgot to post it on which platform did I post it on last? I think it was TikTok. I literally forgot, you know. I was like, oh no, I didn't. So 2 hours ago I posted it on TikTok. After I woke up, because I fell asleep halfway posting it. Because I usually post it on TikTok first, then I post it on Instagram, then YouTube, and Facebook sometimes. Alright, this time, for some reason, I decided to go the other way. TikTok was last, and then I just fell asleep in my bed. I told. Then I never post. Only when I wake up, I was like, oh no, I'm about to start stream. Is this even relevant? I'm like, still got half an hour lah, never mind. So I just changed the text. NPCs, exposing NPCs I like from this series in 3 hours become exposing NPCs I like from this series in half an hour because I freaking fell asleep. So yeah, sometimes life is like that lah, huh? You just so exhausted that you toh, and then you just catch up afterwards. Yep. It's so bad, you know. I didn't even wake up. I tell you how I wake up, okay? I was so sound asleep. I did not set an alarm because I didn't intend to fall asleep. My next biscuit is 6-7. Oh my god. 6-7. What was I saying? Okay, I didn't intend to fall asleep and take an afternoon nap. So obviously I didn't set an alarm, right? Because usually I'll set an alarm for maybe 1 hour, then 1.5 hours so that I don't sleep too much. But girl, I didn't even set an alarm. So I was like just dead for 2.5 hours. Like 2.5 hours, I didn't even live. I was just in another plane of existence, okay? And then the only reason why I woke up was because Chewy, who didn't nap with me, he was like doing other stuff. Chewy got up, went down to see the doctor because he's not feeling well today. Went down to see the doctor, went down to buy his food, came up and heated my food up for me. And because my house is really small, it's like a 1-room apartment, so anything you cook, anything you heat up can smell, okay? I woke up because I smelled food. My fat ass woke up because I smelled my my chicken. I was like, oh, why so nice the smell? I woke up, I was like, babe, did you heat up my food? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. Then he's like, get up, you have half an hour left to stream. I'm like, oh yeah. How did I fall asleep for 2.5 hours? Ah! It sucks. I didn't have any time for myself. But you know what? I'm gonna reclaim it by sleeping late again today. Oops. I already know, okay, if I told this long, right, for afternoon, I cannot sleep at night, man. Should we confirm gaming? He thought you miss your stream timing. No, yeah, he wakes me up sometimes when I oversleep. But sometimes he does not, okay? Sometimes I have stream, and then he wakes me up at 8:30, like, babe, you gonna wake up or not? Then I wake up, I'm like, what time is it? 8:30. Then I'm like, oh no. Oh no! It's happened, but please understand I'm a very tired working woman, okay? This year, I shouldn't be late to stream as much because we're reducing to just 2 times every week, Mondays and Thursdays, which I should be able to accommodate just fine, alright? But in the event that it happens, I'm so sorry in advance. I'm so sorry, okay? Sometimes you just KO. I'm still getting used to the rigor of work again as well. After not having been to work in a hot minute. So like the new year start and the new year starts for me as well. KO! What the? Knife deployed. Huh? Why suddenly got Valorant one? Chat, I haven't even touched Valorant. I don't know when was the last time I streamed Valorant. Let me check, okay? Let me check my Twitch tracker. When was the last time Hime streamed Valorant? Valo. My last Valorant stream was... When was this? Oh man, my last Valorant stream was in 2024, guys. I didn't even stream Valo last year. 6-7 years ago, chat. I didn't even know Discord or Twitch existed 6-7 years ago, okay? 6-7. Hey guys, if this keeps up, I'm gonna get a 6-7 like asset, okay? Every time y'all say 6-7, I need to activate the asset. Because I end up doing it in real life, but I don't have hand tracking, so y'all don't know what it means. What does it mean, 6-7? It's just the number 6-7, no? 6-7, no? 6-7 emote. Oh my god, I don't have the time to make a new emote. Anybody want to offer their services to make me a 6-7 emote? What the heck? Will y'all even use it? That's crazy, 6-7 emote. Oh my gosh. Okay, by the way, guys, for those who just came in, hi. You guys missed my harem recap. However, I gave you one chance, okay? Since stream is gonna come to an end in about 15 minutes, I'm gonna do a lightning round, I give you some time to open the form that is in the pin right now, because if you get 80%, okay, 12 out of 15 points for this quiz, you'll get an exclusive Discord role that calls you the HIME'S HAREM 2025 expert. Huh? This is just for fun. But if you want, you can do that. And if you happen to be one of the top scorers for this quiz, top 3 scorers who also submitted the quickest will get my exclusive Valentine's merch, which I announced now, but I haven't decided on what it's gonna look like. But we will get there, okay? So, open up the form for those of you who have not tried, alright? Have not seen. I'm gonna do a quick lightning round, okay? This is gonna be like less than 2 minutes. You just gotta catch the answers. Catch these hands. Catch this information. Yeah? Why am I turning British? Oh my gosh, I think I'm very tired already. Chat. Alright, so HIME'S HAREM 2025 lightning round recap. Let's go. Hamburger. Hi, Mr. Ham 322. Welcome in. How much ham is enough ham in a burger? We are going to do a quick lightning round. If you want to join the quiz, feel free to join with the QR code here. Or you can join with the pin message. I have a link over there. Okay, I give you 10 seconds to open. 10 seconds. Never open, then too bad. You have to catch up on your own, okay? Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are the 540th streamer. Should flip the 4 and 5 around. Wait, that's not even 420. Never mind. 500. That's a lot of streamers that you've asked this question to. 5 is a lot. Wait, how thin are the patties? You gotta tell me. 5 patties? What the heck? That's some deluxe. That's like How much cow do you have to use for that? Oh my goodness. Okay, anyway. Lightning round. Everybody got your forms? We're going to do a lightning round. I'm just going to give you the answers. Snap, 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 okay? These are the games I've played which have NPCs I'm attracted to. Now, first of all, Love and Deep Space. You already know this one. My main is Xavier. Second main is Caleb. Don't forget. And then my favorite banner of the year was Tomorrow's Catch-22. Very hard to beat, honestly. It was the best banner of the year. Hands down, huh? Yes, you can submit as many times as you want. In Fields of Mistria, I have two boys that I like. One that is not romanceable because he's into another chick, and one who's a dragon. Okay? His name is Ulrich. His name is Calderus. HIME'S Cipher was my very first otome horror game. Any more otome horror, please recommend to me. I genuinely enjoyed this experience, so I was also a little scared. But scared is as primal an emotion as the other sort of attraction, so I think it goes hand in hand, right, guys? So my favorite hot man of HIME'S Cipher was Mr. Crawling. He's very cute. I showed a highlight of me experiencing Mr. Crawling's Cupidon. It was great. We had a 5-minute romance with a crab. All right, his name is Crabian. We haven't played through the route very much, but he crawled into my DMs. He crawled into my life and stayed there. Okay, ever since I started playing HIME'S Cipher, a lot of the recommendations after that were just fan art. Just HIME'S Cipher fan art. I know I'm not alone in this, okay? I know I'm not alone. Mr. Crawling is one of the best boys out there. Alright, Sundari Crab, we dated a crab for 5 minutes in one of our last streams of 2025. We might revisit this, it was quite funny. And we also, okay, this wasn't really us dating him, but our MC, whose name is Serene, and she's like a mommy. He's like a junior, very puppy-eyed, very cute, very puppy-coded. So we dated Wataru from Hime the Smile and the Blue. Sanrio characters, okay, I don't really like them that way lah, huh? But these are like my day ones, my Sanrio day ones, okay? My Melody is my girl. I love her. Obviously, she's a pink rabbit. What's not to like? It's literally me as a Sanrio character. And Pochato just reminds me of my husband, but he's very hard to increase affection with, because he's just running around the island all the time, okay? He's like this Fitspo marathoner. It's crazy. Shout out to Agretsuko. I'm sorry, you're not in the quiz, but I love you, girl. We also play Hollow Knight. You wanna take a guess who's my Hollow Knight comfort character? Okay, I'm no homewrecker, okay? But my favorite... No worries, TechBat. Have a good rest. Please go and rest. Rest up. Hi, Damon. Welcome in. Okay. McDonald's sized patties. Oh, that's not bad then. McDonald's sized patties are like skinny. They're so skinny. Hey, welcome in. My favorite character from Hollow Knight is a married man that I'm not about to ruin the marriage of, but his name is Conifer, and he brings me a lot of comfort because it's like seeing a friend in a dark place, okay? So Conifer was my comfort character in Hollow Knight. Now, some cozy games in 2025. One of my favorites was Tiny Bookshop, which has lots of lovable NPCs and lots of very cute like side stories as well. But my favorite character from this is Fern, because Fern is someone you meet very early on who's a little bit socially awkward but very earnest and a good friend overall. You also get to have a little Sherlock Watson's moment with them because they have investigations that you can go on. So I like Fern's stories very much. Next up, this is Rusty Rabbit. Now, although the name says Rusty Rabbit, that's not his name that he typically goes by. Okay, this character's name is Stamp, and he is Rusty B. Rabbit Stamp. I can't remember his full name, alright, but he goes by Stamp, so that's his name. Insane VAs in this game, by the way. Go and check it out. We showed the trailer just now. It was really good. I typed stamp instead of stamp. Oops! Okay, look. I know I said NPCs and this is technically a playable character, but... Repo Dude, Rit specifically, gives me a sense of assurance and authority that I just can't explain, okay? I'm just a little bit more attracted to the Rit Repo Dude than any of the other Repo Dudes. Go Power Rangers, go Power Repo. Yeah, that might be why. I think I've just been conditioned to take Rit as some sort of indication of leadership, right? And therefore I'm attracted to it. But that's my natural state right now, unfortunately. So that is the full rundown of the slides from earlier today. Anyone managed to catch that? We just nice did it in 5 minutes. Good job. Well done, well done. That's the last time that I'm going to be going through it, but you can still continue to attempt as many times as you want. Feel free to submit as many times as you want. You want to show off how many times that you can get 15 marks also can. I see that a bunch of you have gotten 15 already, which is pretty insane. Thank you for trying, by the way. I saw that quite a few of you have attempted, reattempted, and also just played this game. So thanks for making it worth the while. I was putting together this quiz in the wee hours of the night last night because initially I was just going to do a HIME'S Harem recap, but I realized that at the end of the day, it would be quite fun if I could engage you guys in trying to guess or trying to fill in the questions and like do a quiz. So I decided to craft this quiz last minute. And I hope it turned out okay, alright? Apart from the little blunder from just now where one of the answers wasn't registering properly, but for the most part, I hope that you guys are satisfied with this experience. If you want to see more of this, there's also a segment in the forum which allows you to give some input on what you would like to see more of in 2026, okay? So if there's anything you enjoyed in 2025, please let me know. Some of you have very sweet responses. What is this? Hime's presence is good enough. Huh? Just the presence is good enough, then I don't know what to do. I just turn on stream that I sit here. My presence, right? My presence. Then you want to talk, you talk lah. You don't talk, then never mind lah. Huh? I just sit here lah. Resubmission. I love that someone used the following content as like resubmission to tell me it's a resubmission. I must balance it out. Hime's presence is not good enough. I actually like that energy, Strider. If you can, right? Okay, you know what? Even if you want to just send in feedback today, although there will be a form that I'm crafting up properly to get a sensing of what you guys are interested in, and what we can do for this year. If you guys want to just submit your initial feedback today, you can just anyhow fill up and just fill in the feedback also, because I will definitely be reading through it and taking these points lah. Okay, someone said MTG. You want to see me stream MTG? How? Which MTG streamers y'all watch? This one I want to know. Then you let me know where I can do my market research, okay? Because I have not seen many Wheeler KK. Okay, I will go ask Wheeler how he do. Doesn't he too soon Wheeler and Suna. That is they have MTG Tuesdays or something like that, right? For resubmissions, we should not revote the content we like, right? No, you can because it doesn't come out as a graph or anything. I will omit the extras later on. I'll create a copy of the list and consolidate the unique answers and delete the duplicate. So it's okay. Just resubmit as many times as you want. More chili crab? You mean Crabian? Chat, we're gonna make chili crab out of our love interest of last year, guys. This one. Anybody wants to cook a handsome crab with me, guys? Let's make chili crab out of Crabian. So, Buff Bagel, welcome in. Long time no see. We were doing a Hime's Harem recap, which is all of the romanceable, sort of attractive characters that we've seen this year. And one of it happens to be a crab that we kind of want to cook, okay? His name is Crabian. We had a 5-minute romance with him. We have not played through the route, but we might revisit this. Make him blush so hard he steams himself. What? Oh my god, that's insane, That's some lore right there. That's some Zane-coded lore. Blooming Boba, are you here right now? Steam in what way? Ayo. Blooming, are you here? Oh my gosh. For those of you who don't know, Zane in Love and Deep Space, right, is cooked whenever he gets close to MC. Why? Because he has a curse, okay? He has a curse for defying the gods to save her life at some point in his past life. So whenever he gets close to her, affectionate with her, all this, in some timelines he gets hurt. Okay? He cooks himself because his protocol syndrome or something's gonna act up, and then his like dark crystals form on his arms that are really painful. That's why his arms have a lot of scars. Yeah. That's a similar concept to this. You want Krabian to like so shy, so hot, right? That he ends up steaming himself and hurting himself. That could be law, honestly. I would read that. I would read that story. Maybe it's animal gristle. What the hell? No lah. No, it's like painful stuff. And if you give in to the protocol syndrome, you turn into a wanderer. That's the cause of like. That's what wanderers are. It's like some of them used to be human, dark, but reused concept. Quite common concept nowadays, actually, of like, oh, this monster or mob or being is actually like someone who used to be a human that went through something. It's painful to make quality food though. How many of you have been watching Culinary Class Wars? I've been binging that series like crazy, Every lunchtime I'm putting it on. I still haven't watched finish, don't spoil it for me, but the production value is so crazy now. I genuinely enjoy that series so much, but every time I watch it, I feel hungry. That's the only downside. That's why I eat it. That's why I watch it when I'm eating lunch or dinner, so that I'm feeling hungrier and feeling peckish, but I'm already eating something, so I won't reach for anything extra to eat, right? Yeah. I saw it on Netflix. It's a really good series. I highly recommend watching season 1 and then season 2. There were some ways that the games or that the rounds were conducted in season 1 that some people were quite unhappy with. So I'm really wondering how they are going to circumvent that in season 2. So far, there have already been some different ways in which they are doing the show, which I think is really cool. And I'm so excited to watch through it, man. So excited. I don't watch a lot of TV just because I don't have the time to. But once I get invested in a series, I feel like I need to finish it, unfortunately. My husband has started watching this thing called 100 Meters or something like that. 100 Meters anime? Yeah, it's about this guy who really likes running. And the animation style is really interesting as well. Like, let me show you. This is the animation style for 100 Meters. It's a running anime. And it's quite stylized. I haven't really seen animation like that in animation for a while. So it's quite cool. My husband was saying like, oh, you know how he got me to watch this? You know how he got me into this or not? One day he just told me, babe, there's a new anime that's like Uma Musume, but it's men. Then I'm like, what? I immediately thought like, oh, it's horsemen, right? But no, it's just regular running, chat. It's just a running anime. He told me it's Uma Musume. I'm like, where? It's Uma Musume, but men. I mean, it's racing, but men are not wrong. But it's just the way that it was presented to me. I really thought it was like some animal guys racing or something, and I was just running. Yeah, he told me, babe, there's an anime that's like Uma Musume, but it's men. So cute, right? I don't know, because when you say Uma Musume in chat, it gives you my Uma Musume like friend code. You can feel free to add me, but I haven't logged in a while. Hi, Urkanorphin. I know, right? So funny. Then afterwards, he was telling me he really wants to watch this anime, and it's on Netflix now. So when he was trying to log in last night, he couldn't because I think my mom and my brother were both watching stuff at the same time. And Netflix, there's a limit to the number of devices that can use Netflix simultaneously. So he couldn't log in. Then he's like, babe, I'm so disappointed. I cannot watch the anime I wanted to watch. Then I was like, which anime? Because I was just so distracted by him saying this Uma Musume thing. And that was a few hours ago. I was like, which anime? And then he's like, the one I told you is Uma Musume, but men. You mean the running anime? He's like, yeah. The root change is so evil. I know, right? Because like, I would think, I don't like the AI overview, but I can't seem to remove it. Okay, but they don't let me. He may speak kind of fast. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I'm just like excited today because. So I've decided that I'm gonna stream only 2 out of 7 days of the week instead of 4 out of 7 days of the week, which my old schedule was Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. And honestly, after a year of trying to do that, I'm low-key dying, okay? Cannot. So I'm reducing it to 2 years. 2 years! 2 streams a week. 2 streams a week so that I can focus on making the offline content and also like catching up my clips, clip backlog and everything, okay? So yeah, breathe. Yeah, I got too how to say how to say excited in suddenly I forgot how to say excited in Chinese. Excited in Chinese. 兴奋 is it 兴奋? I too 兴奋 already. 2 years of streams a week. I think it's been about 2 years of me trying to stream 3 to 4 times a week. But I'm realizing that is not very productive for me because like I don't average very high viewerships. Y'all also know I'm like a 20 viewer Andy lah, huh? But when I do plan events, it does get better. There's more reception. So I want to plan for more events where you guys can really look forward to it and it's something that you want to watch, not just like, oh, Hime's live at her usual time. Although I know some people are here for that, like you just want to catch me, which I'm very touched, okay? Thank you for letting me be a part of your routine. But I want to have more times where you can log in and like really look forward to what we're presenting that day. So yeah, catch me. Yeah, Jalim's always catching me, guys. He's one of the few starting stream lurkers, okay? This is the average starting stream experience in Hime's channel, okay? My channel. I'll be in here, then Jalim just says, hello, 5 minutes before the stream starts. Without fail, he'll be there and he'll be like, hello. Then I'm like, oh my god, hi, you're early again. I'm not even surprised anymore. Yeah, but he'll just be there. Like honestly, it's quite cute, But that's also why he's had the most number of firsts at this time, I think. How many firsts do you have already, Jalim? Quite a few, Camper for iPhones. Ayo, queuing for the iPhone 16. That's very significant, guys. That is very significant because he joined our community last August only. He's only been here August, September, October, November, December. 5 months. 16 streams is a lot. Though there are some people who also come in early. Like sometimes Amelia also comes in early. Sometimes it just is given to whoever happens to see the first button. But yeah, for the majority of the time, I haven't had to change this first thing in a hot minute because he's always the first one. It's so impressive. Sometimes I come in early. Yeah, Theo also sometimes comes in early. That's right. Okay, guys. So, at the end of today, or I'll try to get it out by the end of today or tomorrow. Give me some time to refine it. Today, you guys had a taste of giving me, a survey and submitting some words of your own. But in the coming week, I'm going to publish a proper data collection survey. And this survey is going to be really important for me to know what you guys want to see in the coming year. And like, what is your demographic as well? So I know that survey data collection, all this is like not always very appealing. So I'm going to be throwing in something that I'm going to give away to someone, a lucky someone who answers to this survey. That one, only one response, okay? So please don't resubmit as many times as you want. My demographic is ancient, even better. I would love to see what variety of people that we have in our community so that I can see also how I can cater to you guys and know who's... Of course, I'll know my majority audience, but I would love to also... It's not just about your demographic, but also about what kind of content that you usually watch. So outside of me as well, like who do you usually watch? What kind of content do you often find on YouTube? Or what do you search in your free time? What kind of streams do you watch? I'm still crafting the questions to see how I can target them to what I need, what data points I need for planning this year. But please be patient with me. That's going to be published on my socials. So if you have not followed me on my socials, right, please go ahead and do that, as well as Discord. Discord is probably the easiest way to access me, which is a crazy thing to say. But what I mean is it's very easy for me to respond to you directly on Discord. Now, not that you DM me, okay? Most people DM me, I will not reply on unless it's business related. So just in the general chat, whatever you have put up there, I will eventually read and try to respond to you. So do join my Discord if you have the capacity to. And good luck for those of you who have participated in the quiz today. We have had a total of... How many submissions? Let me see. Oops. Hime'S Harem quiz. There have been a total of 31 responses so far. A lot of them are resubmissions, but there is a range, okay? A lot of you are also getting full grades already, yeah? I'm seeing a few 15s up in here, so I think we'll have our 3 winners. But yeah, just submit if you want to play along and see how well you know me and my harem from last year. I did it 3 times. I think there were a few who did it more than 3 times. There's a bunch of y'all, I think. But thank you for participating. In the next survey, you don't need to do so many times, okay? Just 1 time will do, and let's see who we're gonna rate now. Let's say I did 2 times. I only do 1. Wow, Troy. Confidence. That's good. Rate. Yeah, so we're gonna go out and rate now. I'm not sure where to go today. Let's see. Is there anybody doing... I'm wondering, is anybody doing a harem recap? But what are the chances, right? I don't think there's really anybody that's doing a harem recap. What the heck? I did 3 for Discord tag. Hey, yo. Yeah, feel free to grind it to get the Discord tag if you haven't managed to meet it yet, okay? Please go ahead. And thank you for being here. I really appreciate your presence. I truly do appreciate your presence. And oh yes, before we go, I need to show you guys the demo for the game that we're playing on Thursday to build a little hype for it, okay? This is Threats of You Beyond the Bay, and it's a game that I initially wanted to play during the Southeast Asia game onward, but unfortunately, due to time constraints, I was unable to do that. So, here's the demo. The trailer, and we'll be playing this demo on Thursday to get some very early Beach Boys for the harem recap next year. First goon of the year is crazy. Oh my gosh. I mean, on stream, I guess. Beyond the Bay, like Gardens by the Bay, Singapore mentioned. I don't think this is developed in Singapore though. This is a Kickstarter project, which I think is still live. So the characters have a really... I find the characters very appealing. The art style is very nice. And there are so many love interests too. So far we're seeing 7 people. But I don't know how many are NPCs and which are romanceable. So we'll have to see. And there's abs galore, guys. Hey, excuse me. Don't recommend me my own app. Hey! I'm pressing. Hello. Stop here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, abs galore, right? So we're gonna see... You know what? I'm just missing my holidays already. Because 7 people enough for Hime? I don't know. Where's the Chobu? The Chobu is right here, lor. Me, lor. Okay, so this is the game that we're going to be playing on Thursday. I don't know how many routes or whether we'll just be able to play the prologue for the demo. But let's go on this adventure together. I don't know if it's voiced either. But the Kickstarter project is still live, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just go to the Kickstarter. Then we can explore the page a little bit together, okay? So here we are. Oh, okay, it's live, but is there anything else you can... Oh, you cannot pledge already. But this was the project in essence, if you want to see. What happened to my... Hello? Where's my... Hello? Hey, my VTuber disappeared. Bruh, where did she go? Ah, there she is. Okay, sorry. She disappeared for a moment. I think I dragged her off screen accidentally. Okay, there we are. Okay. Finally, a vacation away from college, time away from dreadful assignments and tedious reports. On your way back home, you were looking forward to lounging in your room, forgetting all about your worries, but what do you mean our car stopped working in the middle of nowhere? So our car is gonna break down. As a nice sheriff escorts you to a place to stay, you end up in the quaint town of Brine Bay, your temporary refuge for 2 weeks as you find yourself entangled with 7 interesting men. All with their own knots to untie. Oh well, since it's still vacation, might as well make the most of it. You never know just what this town has in store for you. So our car's gonna break down, we're gonna stay in this. These are the love interests. We have Chris, we have Andrew, we have Vince. Vince looks super cool. Wyatt, 30 years old, represent. Hey, it's his birthday in 2 days. Wyatt, Kevin, Jean, or Jun, I don't know how to pronounce that, Kai. And okay, yeah, those are the 7 love interests. And we're gonna meet them on Thursday! Yay! So come and tune in if you want to have a little, not untie or get tangled with, both. Untie the knots first, then you tangle it with you! What? Count me in, Hime. Let's go. It's where you at, Wyatt. Hello. Where you at? Okay. So that's the game that we're gonna be playing this Thursday. I'm super excited for it, okay? This was a game that I was looking forward to during the demos day, but by the time we got to our close to the end stream time, then I realized, oh man, it's very late. I don't think I'll be able to enjoy the demo in its fullest, so we decided to push it to another day. Alright guys, let's see where we're going. I'm gonna be raiding... Okay, let me just see the Singapore tag. I feel like supporting Singapore today. Let's see, okay? Let's see. Where shall we go? Thanks for the stream, Hime. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. Adria. I know Adria is doing her haul video right now. You guys can go and check her out as well. But I think I'll be raiding... Noah. Okay, I feel like I have not raided Noah in a hot minute. I can't remember where we've met, but I definitely recognize his username. So Noah Corolla is doing... I think he's doing a listening party right now, which is pretty vibes, okay? So let's go and raid Noah and bring... Oh, he has disabled raids. Okay, I guess we can't raid him. Let's not raid him then, but let me just give him a shout out. So just in case you want to go there for the vibes, you can go there. That's Noah. He's doing a listen along right now. Are we going to for the stream? We are going to be going off and then coming back on Thursday. I'm losing it already. I don't know what to say already, guys. I don't know what to say for stream anymore, chat. I'm losing it. My stream stamina is missing. Okay, let's go. Let's see who else is streaming. Adria is streaming. We could read her. Oh, but there's another really cool game that's being streamed. It's called World of Horror. Looks a bit scary though. World of Horror. Yeah, it's super cool. Their VTube is also very cool. Oh wait, I think I've raided them before. I have some friends in chat as well. Yeah, why not? Okay, so we're gonna read Galmuth, who I've raided before, and they are playing World of Horror, which I think is an indie game. Yeah, it is an indie game. They have a really cute PNG tuber and some cool people in chat, so go and check it out. I actually also have I have a portrait done in this style, but I have not used it. A World of Horror PNG tuber. Min did it for me quite a long time ago, and I didn't use it because there wasn't an opportunity to. Let me show it to you guys, then you get a sensing of the style of this game, okay? World of Horror. Where did she put okay, here it is. Ta-da! Cool, right? So this is the PNG that Min did for me last year. I think she played the game and found it really cool. So she drew all the Vito girls in the World of Horror art style, which you can see here. Okay, let me hide myself. Ting ding! She? Ta-da! Okay guys! This is going to be my PNG tuber while we read out. Thank you for being here. Oh my god! Why are all my windows closing? Oh! I didn't know that the windows would do that. Oh my god. Oh my god. What's going on? Okay, can you see this at least? I can't even see my OBS. Where did it go? Okay, there it is.